Join me now representing North Carolina's 11th District, Congressman Madison Cawthorn. Congressman, thank you so much for joining me. So, Congressman, I'm still waiting to hear some outrage from world leaders. I'm still waiting to hear something from our State Department. It's like nobody cares.
Yeah, I think it's important that we all take note that not a single Western leader on the planet has condemned what's going on in Canada today. You had every single peace officer, as they call them, for the Ottawa police actually take off their badge number and their names because they wanted to hide their identity. Almost every single act in history that has been terrible, that has been deemed evil and awful, has been carried out by men who were just following orders. Well, I'm telling you, this is a stark reminder, and the reason why we're talking about this in our political realm right now is because this is a stark reminder of what can happen here in this country. Now, obviously, the preamble to really what is paramount to the Constitution in Canada says that it's the very first amendment they have, I believe, actually says that all of these are temporary and can be removed in a state of emergency. So that's a very large difference between their country and ours. But the largest difference, I believe, that needs to be harped upon is the importance of the Second Amendment. If you started trying to trample our people, if you started trying to detain and kill our Americans because of your tyrannical rules and you're just trying to skirt every single law in the books, trust me, the American people would not stand for it. So every single world leader out there, the people want freedom.
Yeah, I did see that the president of El Salvador condemned what was happening. So that was nice that they're speaking out in El Salvador. But again, as you pointed out from others, like, we haven't really heard much. And we talk about it on our show, and we care about what's going on in Canada because, as you pointed out, that type of stuff trickles over into our country. And we're all still facing the tyranny and big government over these similar mandates. I mean, we've experienced a lot of what some of the Canadians have been experiencing over the past 2 years, too.
You're absolutely correct. And I'll tell you, the president of El Salvador is a very great visionary. He's changed all the way over to all cryptocurrency in his country, giving them a baseline for their currency. I think it's great. We should implement a lot of that stuff here, which is crazy to say. But I'll tell you, we need to be concerned about what's going on in Canada. It's very concerning that so few leaders in Washington and in our political realm are not condemning what's going on. I mean, this is literally an exact scene from Star Wars where Chancellor Palpatine says, "Thank you for my emergency powers. I promise you I'll lay these down." We all know how that ends. He becomes the emperor and the empire strikes back and it's all awful. But this is exactly what it looks like is going on in Canada right now. And so all the Canadians who are out there protesting, my prayers are with you. My thoughts are with you. Thank you for standing for freedom for the next generation, because every generation deserves that. It's an inalienable right given to you by God, not by man.
Well, and we all know the Emergency Act was never intended to be used against political dissidents and truckers and people who took issue with the government telling them what they had to put in their body. And so it's just such an outrage. And I'm glad that some of us are speaking out against it. But we hope that people will wake up, because even those who are supportive of what's going on in Canada, they're like, oh, you know, they shouldn't be protesting and whatnot. They should realize that eventually that will come to affect them. So it's a very slippery slope. And I'm really stunned by the silence that we've seen. Now, really quickly, I want to give you a chance to talk about the new contract with America. It's your new plan. You did release a new video. We have a clip of it. So let's take a look at that, and then we'll react after. Roll tape.
The Green New Deal is a disaster. It's not a climate plan. It's a socialist manifesto, a Trojan horse for communism in America. I am tired of watching the DC swamp and political insiders capitulate to socialism. This is why I've come up with a bold constitutional plan. It's called the New Contract with America. We cannot build down. If we want change, real change, we have to come together and build America up. This is the world I envision. It's time to liberate the American people from government overreach that violates our freedom and robs us of our dignity. You come first. America comes first. The New Contract with America is an America First vision that takes the power away from government bureaucracy and puts it back into the hands of the people. It restores our liberties and builds a plan to preserve our freedom for future generations. I choose freedom. America chooses freedom.
So I like the sound of it. It's the opposite of the Green New Deal, right?
Well, it's really the Republican Party going on offense. You know, we've for so long just been the party of no. I feel like we need to tell the American people what we believe in and what we want to achieve. Give them an opportunity to have buy-in, to be able to hold their elected officials accountable, saying, you told me that you would pass everything inside of this, but then when you got there, you just started playing politics. This is why they were so successful in 1994 when they finally took the majority away from the Democrats who held it for 40 years. And I believe that if we set this America First vision clearly and succinctly enough, we can lead our country into freedom away from the tyranny we're seeing today.
I hope so. Well, Besson, we're going to leave it here. We appreciate you joining us on the program. Thank you so much.